Sad day, man. So, um, sorry if I get a little choked up. Recently, a good friend of ours, a good friend of mine, good friend of Tank's, a good friend of everybody's, have passed away. The other co-host, um, his name was Milton Hobbs. He was a good friend of mine. We've been friends for over 20 something years.
Wow, yeah, it has been that long, hasn't
Yeah,
it? Jeez.
and um, I'm gonna be doing a special tribute to him coming up. So if anybody wants to, tap in, give their, their condolences and everything they can. As of right now, we're gonna do a personal tribute to the other co-host of Torture Talk. Um, so yeah,
Slugger Nooch, R.I.P. You know what I mean? I knew him as Corleone. You know what I mean? I met the man. You know what I mean? Inside of the Shadow Coast Studios, where we all had our own, groups, but we was all together as Shadow Company.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He always was lively, always ready to do something, always ready to record, always ready to. You know what I mean? The he was always the energy.
Yeah, yeah, I will say that.
His group, he was always the energy. Slug was
Yeah,
always the energy. No matter where he was at, no matter who he was. Man, I remember this one time, right? We about to perform. We all going out. We about to perform.
mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm just sitting there like he's sitting there like Tank, it's good. Like why you over there quiet and stuff? I'm over there. You know what I mean? Practicing my rhymes or whatever. To myself in my head. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? And you're like, man, dog, he said, say that shit louder, get that shit out, man. Because when you go on that stage, you know what I mean, you wanted to get wild. We gonna, you know what I mean, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He just
yeah,
hyped me up. I'm like, yeah, you
yeah,
know what I mean, yeah, Slug.
yeah,
Yeah, Cody, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Cody just, you know what I mean, that was just his vibe. Cody just,
yeah.
you know what I mean, just kept people happy, kept people energized. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
always loved that band for that. You know what I mean? Whenever I seen him, it was always love. You know what I mean? Even before we got back, you know what I mean, together, like started doing Torture Talk. Because
Yeah.
I've been away for a while. Not really been away, but from, this entertainment field, I really haven't been doing anything for a while. But, you know what I mean? He opened me up. He said, you know what I mean, I asked Reese, like, yo, Reese, it was cool, you know what I mean, if I come,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you and Slug, come into the podcast with y'all, and once again, opened me in with open arms. Like, yo, he was happy that I was here. I was like, man, all
Mm-hmm.
right. He willing to teach me. He willing to do everything, man. I really miss this dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I didn't know, like, I didn't know he was going through what he was going through. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because he wasn't like my day one that I was with like every day, and I didn't know what he was going through. And I wish I did. You know what I mean? Because maybe
Mm-hmm.
I would have had a different conversation for him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because knowing that a couple other friends of ours went through the same type of situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would have pressed it more. I definitely would have pressed it more. I definitely would have tried to, you know what I mean, talk more to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But Coleon, Milton Hobbs, Slugger Nucci, definitely was a good dude. Especially when he came to me. You know what I mean? He really
Mm-hmm.
was always love and tried to show you like, you know what I mean, I'm the best, you know what I mean? Cody was
Mm-hmm.
always he was arrogant when it came down to the mic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? When it came down to the mic, he was arrogant. I loved him about that. I love that part about him because you know what I mean, if you're a real MC, you better think you're the best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Period. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean, rest in peace, Slugger. You know what I mean? Coleon, Milton Hobbs, whatever you call him. You know what I mean? All them names still a great dude, man. Sleep in
Mm-hmm.
peace, my brother. We love you.
Yeah. It's a lot of for me. It kind of hit me hard. It hit me really hard. And I try to ignore it for a couple of days, but you can't ignore something like that, especially when you see him all the time, you around him all the time, and you know, Coleon to me, he taught me how to agree to disagree with people, And I think that I learned a lot from just him as a person. You know what I mean? He had a lot. To me, he had a lot of good qualities that a lot of people didn't see. Because let's be clear here. Coleon was a person who, if he didn't like you, he kind of let you know. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people took him the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And I think that his competitiveness overshadowed his goodness, because people nowadays, they're real sensitive. And I used to say to him all the time, like, don't let people know how you feel. You know what I mean? Just do you, but don't let people know how you feel, because they're gonna use it against you. And sure enough, that's what they did. There's plenty of times where Slug felt like he was gonna quit battle rap and stuff, but I think he just wanted them to accept him for who he was. And I told him, like, in these time periods, nobody's gonna accept you for who you are, and those are the people that you don't need to be around. That's why, like, half the time I'm not really friends with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people do things out of spite. And I had to check a couple people a couple of times that said things about him and stuff like that. And I said, well, you know, if you supposed to be my friend, you can't be disrespecting him. You know what I mean? Because I got to go back to him and talk to him. You know what I mean? Like, and I can't be like, because I'll do the same thing for him if he was disrespecting somebody or say something. But for the most part, he was a really good person. You know what I'm saying? And I think that he would go out his way to help people. And again, a lot of this stuff wasn't seen. But he would go out his way to help people. He would do this. And the one thing I loved about that man is the fact that no matter what happens, no matter who it was, no matter who it is, he would never say that you were better than him at anything. Didn't matter what it was.
What it was.
It could be fucking, he could have never deep sea dived himself ever. And he would tell you, I'm the best at deep sea diving.
Yep.
You ain't never going to be better than me.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because me and him had this running thing where so it's two things that me and him had talked about doing. One was he wanted to play me in ball because he said he could beat me in basketball. So we were supposed to actually go, you know, a couple of days before he passed, we were supposed to go play ball. And, you know, it just kept being so cold outside. It's just cold, you know what I mean? And we were supposed to go play ball. And he kept saying, I'm going to smoke you, I'm going to smoke you. You ain't better than me, I'm going to smoke you, I'm going to smoke you. And I look forward to playing ball. But there was another thing that he was going to do. And so we was going to do an episode of Torture Talk where Coley lost his hair. So I said to him, you should get a hairpiece. Right? So at first he was like, man, I ain't doing that shit. You crazy. Nah, I ain't doing that. Nah, hell no. Hell no. So I said, yo, I'm telling you, bro, it'll be funny if you went and got the piece, the afro, you know, the afro, and then they cut it, and then they put like the waves, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. You see that, John? Yeah, they put it on your head, they glue it to your head. I said, yo, we should do that as an episode. And then you know, you come out and say, yeah, you tell people that you're doing it. Cause you bald. And he was like, nah, man, fuck that, bro. I ain't that. I got integrity. I ain't doing that. Da 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 da. Right? 2 days later, he comes to me and said, yo, I think we should do the hairpiece thing. So I said, what you mean?
I'm not doing the hairpiece thing. I don't know what he said. That's not happening.
He said, yo, cause I'm telling you, bro, we'll get 1 million views for that shit. I said, yo, we probably will. Yeah. I said, but he said, plus, man, it's a young man's game. And I think that if I do that and I walk in the room, I'll just be looked at totally different. I said, yo, you probably would be. But it's just funny that if he would have did that, I think that would have been classic. But that's the time, like people don't understand.
I love being a part of that.
People don't understand, like, certain things that for certain people, you can never another person can never fill that void. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much they try, everybody's an individual. And I think that that's what me and Slug had this whole thing where, like, you know what I'm saying? We didn't always agree on everything, especially like when it comes to politics. You know what I'm saying? We didn't agree on everything. But at the same time, I respected his opinion because he was the only, well, not the only person, but he was one of the only people that I can actually talk to and give a different perspective of his political view or his view and respect it. Cause he wasn't out there calling names. He wasn't saying like, oh, you this, you that. He listened to your side, you listen to his side, and then whether you sway him or he sway you, or y'all just agree to disagree. That's just how it went, man. So rest in peace to him, man. Shout out to his whole family. You know.
Shout out to the fam, definitely.
You know, I think that he's gonna be missed 100 times over. I think that you know, it hurts because when somebody like that, you'll never really see him again. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot to deal with. And like I said, I don't want to get emotional. So torch us up, man. Like, share, subscribe.